Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Allied General. I'm the Mysterious JG. So, we've got 2 turns down, 24 to go, a lot of map to cover, but if we assume that the densest German defenses were the ones around our beachhead, then we've cleaned up quite a bit of the German forces. So, let's press that momentum. Alright, so we'll get a Spitfire unit right around here. Yeah, we really do want to try to use those Spitfires to initiate combat against the Focke-Wulfs because they're pretty powerful, and our Spitfires have a lot of experience. They are generally just going to be more valuable right now than the American P-51s and Thunderbolts. Those are great airplanes, but like we've got. Oh, see how much damage they did there? They were like half strength. I probably should have thrown another 12 or 15 strength unit at them, but it just got sloppy. But yeah, like this is a 5 medal experience unit. Like they have been fighting since probably the second or third campaign of scenario of North Africa. So none of the Americans have that level of experience right now. That's a good feeling. Typhoon bomber may be enough to finish you off. Yeah. Because I'd like to open up a path. I'd like to take these cities just to stop any counterattack from pushing into our objectives, even if we really have to concentrate on stuff further north. Or south, excuse me. This map is inverted for some reason. Okay. I recognize this unit art. These guys have crazy high attack values, including air attack. So they might be a good target. For a suppression bomber to start working on them. We took out a Panther tank. I feel like we took out a Tiger tank earlier in this whole scenario, too. Alright, well, we got some information on what's going on over here, and it appears to be angry German units, but not anti-air units. So let's start using tactical bombers, aka tank killers, to get killed by tanks. Yeah, that's some nasty armor up here. Just out of habit, I'm putting... I don't think the mosquitoes would be in that much danger of German fighters, to be honest. They've got... Well, you know, at this late stage in the war, I think Focke-Wulfs might be a threat in a way that the Messerschmitt 109s were not earlier. But anyway... Oh yeah, I probably should have tried to get some utility out of you. I'll just start bombing them in preparation of the next turn. Oh wow, their ammo's almost all gone. That's nice. Which of these is a suppression bomber for the Americans? You are. Then you are also a level bomber. Okay. I knew they had one tactical bomber that looked like a level bomber to me. Can you get up here and start attacking this guy? Not quite. Oh, so close, but you can't do it. Okay. Oh, well, we need you over here anyway. Or somebody needs to start attacking the Jagged Panther, because it will be a nuisance. Alright. 2 bombers still available here. Well, 2 planes. So we have a suppression bomber, and the Typhoons are really crappy tactical bombers. At least the way the stats work in this game, they seem pretty bad to me. Yeah, but air supremacy making a big difference here. We're going to start running out of ammo for these fighters in particular very soon. So, depending on how the Germans... I'm sure they've got, like, at least 2 more fighter units someplace. So, depending on how they time their counterattacks, we could get hit right in the middle of everybody sort of being out of ammo and needing to reset or refuel, return to base, reform our ranks, etc., etc. That's not what I meant to do. What do you guys have as far as... they have an air counter, which is actually pretty good. P-51 Mustangs doing a strafing run. What did I hit? Oh, display terrain. This is not a tank. This is an anti-tank. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a good bombing run against this guy. Although I guess I had an overstrength unit doing it, so I should be able to expect pretty big numbers. Yeah, the terrain here is so freaking bad. Not getting to the kind of distance I'd hoped we'd get to. Well, I mean, I could park you up here to stop them from... Is it partially suppressed? Is that what's happening? Yeah, I was trying to figure out why am I doing so well against these guys? Because these are like these are middling, like, you know, late game. These would be considered some of the weaker German tanks, I guess. But like Panzer IVs were my favorites for a big chunk of Panzer General. So they're not as good. Like now you got Tigers and Panthers available. They're not top tier anymore, but might want to take advantage of getting even shots against them while I can with these M5s. Yeah. These guys might want to come back to the old airfield. Oh, the defensive artillery kind of didn't even register that. But they're pretty beat up. Oh, come on. How can you guys not be able to take them out? These poor guys are... It's going to take them a long time to get any experience. This unit, on the other hand, I guess they've got the same portrait, but... No, it's the same piece of equipment, so how come you guys... Hold on. South Attack 15... South Attack 12, but they're both M7s. Alright. You're telling me that it's American hardware, and the British aren't as good at using it as the Americans are. I guess I would normally buy that, except that this game routinely makes the Americans terrible at everything. Alright, well... Jagd Panther are just pretty freaking tough to deal with anything other than bombers. So we'll try our best here. But yeah, they're like really tough. Rugged defense, but they had like no firepower, so what the hell. Now, what is your situation? You've got a lot of suppression. So if I fight you once, artillery. But if I fight you once and survive, then that's the last of your ammo. Okay, so these jerks. Alright, we'll park here. We'll kill this unit. But we'll be sitting here, rather than getting them to retreat again, we'll sit here so they can't use their next turn to get ammo. Alright. You guys get over here and then get some frickin' transport purchased. Yeah, you get a lot more prestige to work with, it seems like, in this game in general. Allied General. Prestige is hard to come by in Panther General because it replicated it's meant to replicate, to represent the fact that, like, you couldn't just freaking as Germany, like, there came a point where they just couldn't constantly produce all of their highest technology. Like, Germany got outproduced in World War II is basically what happened. And yeah, I mean, they freaking tried to take on the rest of the world, as Norm Macdonald pointed out. The late great Norm Macdonald, my favorite comedian of all time, I think. And when I say I think, it's because, like, yeah, like on some random day of the week, I might think of someone else that I feel like I temporarily like better. But he's pretty much my favorite of all time. And yeah, he kind of made the point. Yeah, Germany decided to go to war, and as their opponent, they chose the world. But yeah, they decided to take on the rest of the world, and eventually they got outproduced in a long conflict. That's kind of why in Allied General, it's really tough to get through without taking losses because the German forces are pretty rugged. I know this is a stupid move because these guys are gonna, but you know what? No, I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. That's a wasteful use of that unit. But yeah, like it's tough to not take any losses, but you can replenish your troops so much better than the Germans. Like in Panzer General, it's really important not to lose your troops. Even then, like in theory, you should start running into trouble with like getting ammo. Okay, as long as they survive, that's the main thing. Knew these guys would attack somebody. They should take some damage here because they're attacking, yeah, something that has enough firepower to actually hurt them. Tanks do terrible against mobile anti-tanks in this game. German mobile anti-tanks are really powerful. The very first ones you can get in Panther Journal I always found worthless, but like once you get like the Jag Panthers, the elephants and stuff, they're really dangerous. But when they're forced to attack, like because they always have this huge initiative advantage if tanks attack them. But if tanks get like if they attack simultaneously or the anti-tank goes or the tanks go first because we force them to switch up the sequence, then it's a much more even fight, which is what we found there. So far we've only had one German air unit to deal with. Hoping to just use air power to totally overwhelm this. Lynx, is that a recon vehicle? Because like it looks like it's one of the tanks. Yeah, it's a recon vehicle. Okay. Oh, they're out of ammo. I need to pull them back to an airfield, which is going to be a bit of a trek. Going on some kind of Star Trek. Full suppression. And I managed to land in range of anti-aircraft. Damn it. It's only got a range of 2, though. That's good. And I don't know why what animation settings I have to switch up to get the guys to return to having dudes waving a surrender flag, which I used to get back in the day, but... Alright, well, I mean, if I can use the light cruiser to get rid of anti-air, then, again, I'm trying to get to Rouen and these cities down here, the city of Bocage, the city of Elbeuf, which is French for... Actually, Elbeuf sounds like it's a combination of Spanish and French for the fart. Never mind. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I had a fart joke, and I figured I'd follow that up by really, really needing to scratch my ear, so I had to adjust the headset for a second. Just keeping the professionalism high here. There is a little bit of ammo left in those guys. That's interesting. Interesting is the word. Alright, let's just let the American bombers just wipe these guys out of existence. And I'll take them back to base to get more ammo. The Marauder here is a suppression bomber. Have them come up here and start working on these guys. Oh, it's a Liberator, excuse me. Yeah, I'd like to see if I can get it to where, like, all these units are wiped out or near to wiped out, and I can have paratroopers just deal with this fort unit. But that's probably not really going to be able to happen, honestly. That's an awful lot of armor to be dealing with without using any planes. Anti-aircraft, huh? I think we can be positioned to start attacking on the next turn. I mean, we can check and see if these guys can start directly attacking. And the answer is no, it's not a good idea. I didn't think it would be, but I thought I would try. So, continue to use our like ludicrous levels of air power to it's really hard to move into Bocage. I'm wondering if I can... Oh, you know what? I think I can have this fighter unit be here as an escort. Because these guys will mean that the air defense, mobile air defense unit can't move into this hex because they would be... Oh, yes, they can. Alright, so these guys may have just been set up to get shot at by air defense. But I didn't want these guys to be completely undefended. The flying fortresses, if there is a German air unit getting ready to pounce. Alright, so try to use a Typhoon to finish these guys. Didn't quite work. Oh, I should have used these guys first. Now there's no one in range. Oh, boo. Oh, I keep forgetting they still do have some ability to harass. And that town becomes British because it had been rendered neutral, which is a thing. I guess we'll let the Americans just drive hard north. The British have a lot to capture. If the Americans just keep driving north, I would have to assume the defenses are pretty thin in some of these places. I mean, there's probably a few units in each. Maybe clusters of artillery and anti-aircraft, but we're not going to have the same just mass numbers of units that we had guarding that front line. Damn it. I was so excited about the idea that I could force these guys to surrender because there's no place for them to retreat to. Boy, they got a lot of anti-aircraft cannons. I guess that makes sense considering their current predicament. Okay. I'm just going to let these guys continue attacking me forever and ever and not deal with them. Alright, let's get rid of this one, like 10% remaining strength artillery unit so that it's not constantly harassing everyone. I had this mad dream that these fireflies would be able to get all the way to Domfront. But I guess I should have known that was not to be. I guess I could have artillery unit helping out with these attacks. The Jag Panthers are going to be the problem, so maybe I need to send some tanks down to I mean, I guess I could park trucks right there to protect my fighters, but they'd be in range of enemy infantry, so... It's a lot of not particularly good, because the American tanks in this game are kind of terrible, but there's a large quantity of not that great armor moving up this way. Like, to the point where I don't think the Germans have enough armor left to stop them. I think I need to start, like, yeah, take these, like, I guess I'm thinking ahead too much. Like, I'm going to take Nantes and then start pressing, I was going to say west. I'm actually pressing east because this map's inverted. But no, I mean, this is, like, we've got a shit ton to do over here, and I guess I haven't really been deploying my forces that way. Well, let's start dragging some of this stuff over this way now. Oh, that's right, you don't have any transport. I had noticed that. I guess while I'm spending points upgrading, I'll make it a better gun type anyway. And that's it for this turn. Alright, so this video is going a little long, but let's let the Germans have a turn. And yeah, we just got we're getting one turn per video at this rate, so that might speed up as we face less resistance, but it's July 29, 1944. We still got most of our turns to go. By the vast majority of them, the German defenses, that front line of defenses is gone, obviously. The question is, what kind of nasty surprises are out there waiting for us? Well, for right now, we're going to call it a video, and when we come back next time, I guess we'll start to find out. Bye for now.